Good evening and welcome to West Des Moines Valley High School as we bring you Substate Baseball on CISN TV. Trent Condon here, joined by Brad Rose as we bring you 7 innings of baseball. The winner moves on to the Substate Championship game against Cedar Falls. The Tigers await the winner of this one, and the winner of that one will move on to the state baseball tournament. Glad to have you aboard with us here this evening as the Valley Tigers play host to the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars. Two teams that come in after very up and down seasons in the always rugged CIML. The Tigers come in with a 21-15 mark. Ankeny Centennial at 20-15 on the season. It is win or go home time, Brad Rose, and a great time for baseball here in the state of Iowa.
It is. This is, your CIML matchup here. These guys know each other pretty well, but tournament time always bracks it up a little notch or two.
Coach Hawkins on the field for West Des Moines Valley, along with Coach Mark High of the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars, and certainly Ankeny Centennial, Coach High, he has seen a lot of baseball. Coach Hawkins, early in his career, at least as a head coach here, but two guys that certainly know the game at an incredibly high level. Should be a good one this evening.
Yeah, both teams will be very well coached. I've known Coach High. I was actually the head coach for the Hawks, and he was my assistant way back when, and then he took over and won a state title, and he's really trying to get back to the state tournament for Centennial for the first time. They haven't been there, even though they've won a tremendous amount of games. I know that's their goal this year, and Coach Hawkins got really good bullpen and a nice team, and the winner of this will have a challenge at Cedar Falls, but this will be a great game tonight.
Well, two teams that will go with a couple of their top arms here this evening, as it will be on the side for the homestanding Valley Tigers. Ryan Stedman gets the call. An incredible season during his senior campaign. The future Iowa Hawkeye sits in the mid-90s with the fastball. He'll get the start. On the other side for Ankeny Centennial, it is Brecken Miller, a sophomore. He faced off against the Tigers earlier this year and was outstanding. Didn't give up a run, 8 strikeouts in 5 innings. It'll be the second look for the Tigers against Miller, but a good pitching matchup.
Yeah, I mean, Miller's a quarterback. I know he's only a sophomore, but he's very experienced. He's been a good baseball player his whole life, and of course Stedman was waiting for the draft over the weekend, and that didn't happen right now, so he has a future ahead of him, obviously, with a top-end 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Runs will be at a premium tonight.
Absolutely. A little small ball maybe around the corner for us as we bring you Substate Baseball here on CISN TV, Ankeny Centennial and West Des Moines Valley. We're going to take a quick time out here, come back on the other side after the singing of the national anthem. Also want to say thank you to our presenting sponsors here for this evening, including Bevy's Tavern on 50th Street, the West Des Moines Valley Booster Club, West Des Moines Softball Club, and Tiger Junior Football, all helping us bring you this Substate baseball game. Coming back on the other side with the starting lineups and the first pitch. Stay right there. This is Substate Baseball on CISN TV.
Kind of magic to making memories, to finding time for the little things and the big things. the new things, and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest. Of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Again here in West Des Moines, Valley High School, Substate baseball, getting ready to get things started here. Ankeny Centennial 20-15 on the year, and they will go like this. Leading things off, the shortstop Will Nessler will begin things for the Jags, followed by Trey Hauser, who plays center field. Will Morris is playing third base and batting third. The cleanup man, the first baseman, Alex Corey. Batting fifth, the pitcher, Brecken Miller. Batting sixth, Cade Newman, the right fielder. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Owen Gasperi. He is hitting in place of the catcher, Jacob Battershell. Batting in the eighth spot for Ankeny Centennial is Eli Starr, and batting ninth and playing left field, Nolan Powell, as they will go up against the right-hander, Ryan Stedman, for the Valley Tigers. A tremendous season as he gets ready for the end of his high school career. He hopes there's a few more games in front of it before he'll make his way to the University of Iowa. But you've seen this right-hander, and boy, one thing I've noticed, Brad, seeing him this year compared to the last couple of years, is he's really grown into now not just a kid that can throw hard, he's a pitcher. Yeah,
he's really developed, especially over the last year. He's put a lot of time in the weight room, and with that 6'4", 6'3.5" frame, I watched him pitch as a sophomore quite a bit, and he's just really come a long way. Now, he hasn't thrown for a couple weeks, so it'll be important for him to get off to a good start here and find the zone. But he does mix things up, with 3 different pitches, a high-end fastball, a breaking ball, and a great changeup. So he's faced the best teams in the state. So this will hopefully he'll get off to a great start here for him.
Making his 8th start of the season, a 6-1 record, 42 1/3 innings pitched. Opponents batting .091 against Stedman on the season, as ERA 0.83. 81 strikeouts this year against just 8 walks. As the lineups are ready to go, it will be Ankeny Centennial. They're wearing the camo jerseys here this evening. Valley in the black uniforms with the white pants, so 2 similar looks out there.
Yeah, I like the camo and the gray pants for the visitor Centennial. I've always wanted our league just to go to white at home and color on the road like Major League Baseball, but they don't seem to do that.
And you don't have quite the same pull as you once did anymore.
I don't have any pull anymore. We'll see how the small ball goes here. See how they play these corners.
Defensively for the Tigers, back behind the plate, it is Drew Snook, who is the battery mate for Stedman. The infield, left to right, Remick at third, Hockey at short. Your second baseman is Lind, first base is Anderson. Popped up to the right side, long run towards the line into foul territory, and there to make the play is McClinton for the first out of the ball game.
Came out swinging. I respect that. You know he's going to be around the zone. You know he throws hard, but you got to go attack early. Just missed it.
So Nessler is retired on the flyout, 1 away, and that'll bring up the number 2 hitter, Trey Hauser, for the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars. Hauser on the season comes into this one with 55 plate appearances out there on the season. And on the year, he is coming in batting over 300 on the season, as he has swung it well. The senior has it's 0-1.
It'd be great to get the technology converted up to here so we could see, because they get the velocity on every pitch here now.
There's that fastball, splits the plate 0-2 as Stedman jumps out quickly.
For your announcing, it'd be nice to be able to say there's a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and there's an 86 slider.
The 0-2 swung on and missed, strike 3. First strikeout of the night for Ryan Stedman. Quickly 2 away for the Jaguars here in the top half of the first.
Next up, ranking Centennial third baseman.
Wow, that was quick. He looks good starting off.
On the efficiency as we talk about things also, and you look forward, obviously the big game, whoever wins this one's got to have the quick turnaround on Wednesday. The likelihood that either of these pitchers is going to be available very small. You have to be 40 pitches or less to be available for that Wednesday Substate championship. Misses off the plate 1-0.
Yeah, this is one of those decisions where you have to make it to the next round, so you can't save anybody. And I respect them both for putting their number ones out there. Well, that's well hit.
Out to the right center field gap, a long run out there. That's off the wall, bounces over, a ground rule double for Will Morris. Put a drive into that one towards the short side of the fence over on the right side, and he'll stand at second base with 2 away.
Yeah, Will, strong kid. He's always been in that lineup, and he just drove that ball almost right at the flag out there.
So we do not have the listed dimensions of the field, but if anybody would know the dimensions, it'd have to be you. Can you help me out? Because I have asked now for the better part of 2 decades, and I've never got anything exactly right of what it is down that right field line.
They say 305. I'm guessing 300, but it is about,
number.
Slow roller.
Over to third, long throw across the diamond, up the line, safe. The runner's going to try from third. Here's the throw, a bit high. Now caught in a pickle is Morris. They'll run him back to third, and he is tagged out.
That's
there.
Huge play. So we had a slow roller to third. Remick was playing deep, didn't get a lot on the throw. Good save by the first baseman, and coming home, everybody kind of stopped there for a second. I was a little nervous.
Yeah, the throw home was a little bit high. Good leap there from Snook to be able to nab that one and get the runner caught in the rundown, as Morris is retired, and as is the side for Ankeny Centennial. Ankeny Centennial, nothing. Valley coming to the plate when we come back. This is Substate Baseball on CISN TV.
Health powers life. From the delightfully routine to the truly uncharted, and the unexpected can happen in a heartbeat. Mercy One offers the latest cardiovascular treatment options, leading-edge clinical research trials, and the region's top cardiologists and surgeons. Count on our experts for the most advanced therapies and personalized care, ensuring you're ready no matter what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
Trent Condit, Brad Rose back with you here in West Des Moines Valley High School as the Tigers come to the plate. A wild end there to the end of the first inning. The number that came off the bat of Alex Corey hit it off the end of the bat. Tough play for the third baseman, Remick, who came charging in, had the wide throw, but made the play, got the runner caught in the pickle there, and you kind of wonder about that runner from third stopping right in between home and third.
Yeah, he did. He should have just kept coming and hopefully got out of the slide. I mean, it's easy for me to say that now, but those are the plays, if you make them defensively or if you don't, those in-betweeners are what's going to win against 2 great pitchers like this tonight,
Love to have a tally up there. Not the case for Ankeny Centennial now. Valley will get a chance at the plate. It'll be Trent Grevengood leading things off, followed by McCabe Hockey. Brian Stedman bats third. The cleanup man, the third baseman, Colton Remick. Alex McClinton in the 5 spot. He's followed by Eden Bloom, Max Anderson, Quinn Rude, the designated hitter, and Cam Lind will bat in the 9 spot as we are ready to go with Trent Grevengood. And one time, anytime I'm out here calling Valley, feels like Grevengoods are all over the place. Multi-sport athletes, and he takes one, wears it to begin things for the Tigers.
His dad played at Iowa State. He was a baseball player up at Iowa State when they still had the program, and Trent's a 4x1 all-time record holder in the state 4x1, so he can, and a receiver for the Tigers, so it's a good guy to have atop the order.
It's a big school in the state, West Des Moines Valley, but seeing it throughout the years of me broadcasting games, just the number of multi-sport athletes and specialization is something that is becoming more and more in vogue, but you see it at places like Valley, like Ankeny Centennial, across the CIML. Those multi-sport athletes, you know it, Brad, as a former athletic director, that's important.
Yeah, it is, and we have to have the best kids out for multiple sports. We just need it. And over the years, our championship teams have always included kids. Our football championship teams that get to the finals and stuff will have 3 or 4 wrestlers, basketball kids on there. It's just all kinds of track kids. It's just important.
Gabe Hockey at the plate, shows bunt ball, gets away all the way to the backstop. Grevengood easily takes second, takes a long look at third before he retreats back. So runner in scoring position, no outs for Valley.
I like this now. I like that we're looking to move the runner over here. Coach Bauman down at third, calling the signs.
Yeah, interesting, and we've seen this more and more for years, and us old-timers know, head coach in baseball at the high school level, you're going to be the third base coach, becoming more and more rare throughout the years.
They're keeping their third baseman back, so that's where you want to bunt it.
As pulls back and a high pitch from Miller, and it's 2-0.
You know, and Miller's young. I mean, he's obviously very talented. Actually, I coached his brother Easton on the Des Moines Cubs back in the long time ago. But he's, you know, he could be nervous a little bit. You don't want to bunt a ball here. Make him throw a strike.
2-0 the count. Good lead by Grevin Good off at second base as the fastball misses up, and it's 3-0. You got to feel this is a red light here up at the plate now for McCabe Hockey.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Hookie's put together a nice season, playing a good shortstop throughout the course of the season. Now at the plate, 3-0 the count with a runner at second.
He's a good multi-sport athlete as well.
Splits the plate with the fastball, 3-1 the count now. Back to a hitter's count for number 12.
Both corner guys are back quite a ways. I'm really kind of surprised.
Hookie on the year batting .304.
Push a bunt to third for sure.
Shows that bunt, pushes it up the right side, but it spins foul, and it'll be full 3-2.
Lost art right there. Lost art of just getting the ball down and getting that lead. When you got a kid like Stebbin on the hill, you score a run an inning, you win. You know what I mean? And these runs early are pivotal, you know, so see if he can hit a ball the right side and then move the runner over. And Miller, I think, will probably go inside here and try to strike him out.
3-2 the count now. Grevin Good with a good-sized lead at second as he adds to it. Keeps dancing out there. The pitch popped up to the right side in the infield. Corey underneath it, and he will make the play for the first out.
Nice play by the first baseman. Need to get back behind that a little bit in case he does tag. But that's 3-0 to get it. 3-0 to coax him into a pop-up. That's pretty good job. That kind of bails Centennial out now a little bit, you know.
Miller on the mound, mentioned, started earlier this season against Valley, got the win in that one. 8 strikeouts in 5 innings as Centennial got the win 10-1 earlier this year. Now trying to work out of a little trouble early on after the leadoff hit by pitch. Grevin Good remains at second base. Driven into center field. Retreating back, long run back there. In to make the play is Hauser. Grevin Good will tag and take third, so runner 90 feet away now with 2 outs.
There's your RBI, though. If we do the job bunting, then that shot there scores a run. Now you have to have a base hit to score. And that's just the little things that make a huge difference in playoff baseball.
Colton Remick at the plate, the third baseman. Remick put together a nice season himself. Another guy that seen out here on the baseball field playing at a high level throughout the years for the Tigers. Now in his final campaign in a Tiger uniform, batting .368 as it's 0-1.
Now he's settling down now. He looks good on the mound now. He's finding the zone. He was struggling there early.
Remick leads the team with 9 home runs this year. Pops this one out of play up the right side. We were talking about that short porch to right field. The dimensions here a little bit different as he got the hill there, and well, you're not going to make like the Astros Park when they opened up Minute Maid Park back in the day with a hill out there, so makes that short porch in right field. The 0-2 misses outside.
Be interesting with the new bat law rules with the -5s coming back. You know, these -3s have kept the ball in the park a little more.
22 home runs this season for the Valley Tigers. As this one gets to the backstop. Here comes Grevin Good. The flip not in time, and Valley strikes first on the wild pitch. Trent Grevin Good across to score, 1-0 Tigers.
I feel like he got crossed up because, I mean, you know, if it's a high fastball, let me see this on the replay. You know, he's bringing fastball the whole way. I don't know why. Maybe the catcher thought he was throwing slider and just never got. I don't know.
Jacob Battershell back behind the plate.
He's been pretty solid throughout the year. I've seen him play one time before.
And a great name for a catcher, Battershell. I mean, that's a catcher name right there.
You know, he's being DH for us, so you know he's in there for a reason. He's a defensive guy, you know, so that's a tough one.
Swinging strike 3, but the Tigers strike first. 1-0 Valley through 1 inning of baseball here. High school baseball on CISN TV, brought to you in part by Bevies and the West Des Moines Booster Club. We'll take a quick time out, back in 30 seconds with more Substate Baseball.
Yes? Those are chicken tenders. And yes, they're on a plate with your favorite Pizza Ranch items. Which means, yes, chicken tenders are now available at Pizza Ranch buffets. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
Championship programs don't happen by accident. They're built with the support of an entire community. And the Valley Tiger Booster Club provides funding for uniforms, equipment, supplies, and other essentials that help Valley student athletes and activities thrive. This year, the goal is to contribute more than $70,000 back to Valley programs. Every membership, concession purchase, and piece of Tiger merchandise makes a difference. Parents, alumni, businesses, and Valley fans, join the Trent Condon alongside Brad Rose back with you here at Valley High School as we move to the top of the second inning. 1-0 Valley with the lead over Ankeny Centennial. Want to tell you about the Tiger Junior Football Program. Tiger Junior Football is an official community youth football program serving West Des Moines students in grades 3 through 7. The mission is to develop young athletes both on and off the field through football, emphasizing fundamentals, sportsmanship, teamwork, leadership, character, not just winning games. Every athlete receives quality coaching from trained and certified volunteer coaches who are committed to player development. Go online as this season is right around the corner, but it closes on July 25th. TigerJuniorFootball.com for more information. Brad, a program I know you know incredibly well and what they do serving the youth here in West Des Moines.
Love it. They give every kid an opportunity. They coach everybody up. There's no cutting. They want you out. They want to promote the just playing football and having fun. They're very, very safe. They teach it the right way. It's not all about winning. It's about teaching the fundamentals, and then, of course, they eventually get to be a Valley Tiger, you know?
That's a good thing, no doubt. As Brecken Miller leads it off for Centennial in the top of the second inning, chance to help himself. Miller saw him on the mound, and he's got a stick to go along with it. He has swung it well here during his sophomore campaign.
Kind of cool seeing Snook and Miller kind of high-five each other as he came up to the plate. Snook, the catcher for the Tigers, and Miller play together, I think, in some travel ball. And so that's always good sports. I love seeing it, you know.
Well, that's something that's definitely changed a lot more here, probably, the last 10, 15 years. These guys know each other in a different way because so many of them are teammates or know each other, play travel ball. It's a little bit different just across the CI Mel than probably when you started at Valley.
Oh, 100%. And I always heard about the different teams where you had Valley Dowling kids on the same team, and I had one of those when I was here too. Developed some kids, some really good kids. And these kids see each other, you know, at the different travel ball organizations that are out there, and the training facilities. They all go hit together, and they do all that stuff. So it's good for the sport. You still want to win. Still want to win for your high school.
0-2 Newman, slow ground ball to the right side. The flip over to Stedman, who covers. Good fundamentally sound play there for the second out.
Well done, well done. First baseman stayed home, made that play. Stedman hustled over. He really sawed him off there, and he has thrown two really impressive changeups this inning. I still think that's the reason that the scouts are. I know 95 is a big number, but I think the command of three pitches really makes him what people are really interested in. Plus, the fact that he could put on 20 pounds in no time, you know.
Definitely has that kind of frame that you look at and see there's even more that can be there. And Coach Heller and the crew over with Iowa Baseball, you know they're going to do a great job with him. First pitch Mitch is outside to Owen Kasperi.
And a great kid.
Want to know the count to the designated hitter for Ankeny Centennial with 2 away. Can't catch up to that fastball, 1-1.
I think this is the case where you got him and Moritz are both third basemen. I think they both hit their way in the lineup, you know. Interesting that, I was going to say, I think this is a 7-hole, right?
Yeah. It is, yep. Cut on and missed. Quickly 1-2. And Stedman, you mentioned a little bit of rust maybe as he's working his way out there on the mound for the first time in a couple of weeks. If there was any rust, he is shaking it off with those fastballs.
I would say so. Whew. And throwing those changeups for strikes. He's only 16 pitches in. He'd like to get out of this now.
Goes outside, just misses away, 2-2.
Snook tried to frame that up, but that was in the other batter's box. I appreciate the effort, but this crew tonight, they're a little too savvy for that.
Count even 2-2 as Stedman's ready. The pitch. Outside corner, called strike 3. Third strikeout of the night for Ryan Stedman. and this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Jaguars in their half of the second. Valley comes up on the home half as you continue on with us. Brad Rose, Trent Condon with you. This is Substate Baseball on CISN TV. Looking for your next favorite neighborhood hangout? Head to Bevy's Tavern. Whether it's lunch with friends, dinner with the family, or the perfect place to catch the big game, Bevy's has you covered with great food, cold drinks, and a welcoming atmosphere you'll love. Proudly locally owned, Bevy's Tavern is where the community comes together. And after the game tonight, keep the celebration going by stopping out for a Valley Sports celebration at Bevy's Tavern. Great food, great people, and the perfect place to celebrate another Tigers victory. Welcome back to West Des Moines Valley High School as we go to the bottom of the second inning. This half inning brought to you in part by Bevy's on 50th Street in West Des Moines. Before, during, or after the game, make Bevy's your stop. Great atmosphere over there and a celebration after the games here this evening for Valley Athletics. Stop on out after the ball game this evening and celebrate what the people of West Des Moines hope is a Valley win tonight. And tomorrow we got regional championship softball that we'll have on the air also with Brad, your Valley Tigers back in the coaching ranks this season. Now, was it you talking Coach Bakey or Bakey talking you into coming back out there onto the field?
Well, he talked me into it. Coach Rushy had a baby, so she stayed home with their beautiful baby daughter, toddler now, but I was more than happy to jump in and learn from Coach Bakey, and having a daughter and having coached a lot of those girls coming up. It's been so much fun, and we'll have a big challenge in front of us tomorrow night with Roosevelt, who's a very, very good team.
Talk a little bit more about that one. You can also see that one tomorrow night on CISN TV as well as the broadcast. And Coach Cooley's going to be hanging out with me tomorrow evening as you're going to be over there at first base coaching the softball squad. 1-2 the count.
He won't be as knowledgeable as I am tonight, but I do wish him well. Hope he's listening.
Alec McClinton at the plate, the lefty stick. Fastball up at the letters, 2-2.
I gave this kid an old catcher's mitt years ago. His brother grew up with my son, was a cross-country runner, and this kid's was a big-time baseball fan. And he's moved out to right field and done a nice job for us. He's pretty athletic.
Moved well out there. You saw that earlier as he was tracking that ball out to the gap. And now work the count full 3-2 to McClinton. Miller ready. Little tapper out.
Go.
And that's a base hit. Oh, through the glove at it. As that'll be a single for McClinton. And I believe that throwing the glove at a ball in the air, should that be an extra base? Or is that going over the fence?
Only if it makes contact.
Gotcha.
So I think the rule there is if it hits the ball, then he gets an extra base.
So we see this check swing here from McClinton. Miller's got some velocity, though, and sometimes that's all you need to hit the barrel.
They could say it maybe fell off. I don't know.
Runner on first, nobody out. Leadoff man on again as a called strike at the belt to Aiden Plum. He wasn't sure about that one, 0-1.
Aiden Plum, another young man that's had an older brother play for the Tigers, and his sister is on our softball team. So his parents have done an awful lot for the Valley Tigers. Booster club, coaching youth teams.
Throw over to first.
Never a day off for that family.
Quick toss over there with McClinton. Mentioned that. Good speed, good athlete, trying to keep him close. And we'll see Valley if they're going to continue to look to try to play some small ball. Not this time. Fouled out of play, 0-2.
Pretty good jump right there. I'm assuming that was a hit and run. Or he probably doesn't swing with no strikes. Oh, he had a strike on him. I'm sorry, yeah. So he's trying to drive the ball the other way. But I was just peeking to see if that was a hit and run. I don't know the signs, so if I did, I'd probably miss him anyway. They're going to check him now, I'm sure. He needs to be careful here. He's going to come over. Yeah.
Ooh, throw a little bit wide there, though. And we've seen it's been a couple of mistakes out of Ankeny Centennial defensively. A pass ball, got the runner in a scoring position. Grevengood got to second on that, and then a wild pitch led to him taking home plate as he was at third later. 1-2 to Aiden Plum, the left fielder for the Tigers.
Do you think that's a breaking ball or a slider? I feel like it's a slider.
I think it's a slider, yeah. And anymore, I mean, the number of sliders compared to curveballs, that has changed so much. Another toss over and a little bit wide on that one, too. Miller doesn't seem real comfortable throwing over to first.
He keeps his foot on the rubber. He kind of throws while he's looking over there. He's gonna throw over hard here one of these times from the set position, I got a feeling.
Probably not his best. That's what we always used to yell from the dugout. Curveball swung on and missed strike 3. And yeah, with that sharp break, I think that is a slider.
Yeah, nice pitch.
Second strikeout of the night for Brecken Miller. One away for the Tigers as Max Anderson will step to the plate.
The Tigers, he's throwing a lot of outside stuff. They've got to sit on the plate and look to drive it in that 3-hole over there, especially with second base playing up the middle.
20 hits this year for Anderson, batting .256 for the Tigers this year.
Another second inning in a row now. The Tigers have got to get the bunt down and move runners over. You got to take advantage of that.
There's the bunt. This one popped up, though, but not able to find it behind the plate was Battershell as it'll go to 0-1.
In his defense, you're looking out in fair territory first, and then I don't know that he would have gotten to that anyway. It landed back here about the Valley logo.
And Anderson does lead Valley in sacrifices this year. He's got 4 of the 11 for the Tigers, so a guy that normally has been able to get that bunt down, and we'll see if they're going to keep it on.
This is like free throws. Do you ever practice free throws? You know, I always used to love that question as a basketball coach. Yes, we just happen to miss them. Do you ever practice bunting? And these guys do every day. But when Kid in the Hill's got some movement, it's not as easy.
Called strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-2 now. Got to protect, and we've seen on those off-speed pitches, home plate umpires been giving that outside corner to the right-handed batters.
Man, he's throwing a lot of off-speed stuff.
Throw over to first as they keep an eye on McClinton over there.
He is not picked yet from the set position. He is picked every time from the looking. I feel like there's one coming.
McClinton with 10 stolen bases this year in 15 attempts.
Gotta go.
He's off with the pitch, swinging strike 3. Throw down to second in time as the runner is nabbed. Strike him out, throw him out for Centennial as we play 2 complete. Valley 1, Ankeny Centennial nothing. We'll come back in 30 seconds with more Substate Baseball on CISN TV.
Valley 1. Thank you.
Better file that report. The clock's winding down. Good.
Positive sportsmanship is an essential element of IHSAA events.
Even as competitors, good sportsmanship puts us all on the same team.
We should all support the student athletes competing. Let the coaches coach.
Respect the officials working the event.
Be a positive representative of your school.
Thank you for supporting sportsmanship at Iowa high school activities.
Welcome back once again to Valley High School in West Des Moines as the Valley Tigers take a 1-0 lead over Ankeny Centennial to the top of the 3rd inning. Brian stepping back out for another inning of work on the bump for the Tigers as he'll work against 8-9-1 due-up Eli Starr, Nolan Powell, and back to the top of the order, and Will Nessler for the Jaguars. Tight ball game as we anticipated, Brad Rose.
Yeah, that was a huge play for Centennial. The young catcher strike him out, throw him out. That's a huge pickup for Miller. The Tigers obviously are frustrated not bunting him over and having a runner at second with 1 out. Instead, your strikeout, throw out, and the inning's over. That's how you win these type of games. Keep yourself in it.
Eli Starr at the plate, the senior, getting the start here this evening as he is over at second base. Starr, 15 hits on the season and 42 at-bats, batting .357 on the year.
He's a multi-sport guy. He's a good pitcher for him too. Throws well. He's got about 5 brothers and sisters. His sister is the starting shortstop for the Centennial softball team.
Another fastball on the outside half of the plate gets it called strike 1 and 2.
Good family, really good family. His dad used to coach at Ankeny. Baseball guy.
The 1-2. Oh, there's that changeup again, swinging strike 3 And as you mentioned earlier, it would be great to see what the velocity is. That drop off from mid-90s fastball to that changeup, yikes.
Yeah, and it obviously he's releasing it. It looks like the fastball coming at you, and it's bell tied, and the next thing you know, it's in the dirt.
Ooh. Strikeout number 4 for Ryan Stedman, and it'll be Nolan Powell, the left fielder. He shows bunt.
Got to wear that.
Try to get the inside
corner. Chance to get
corner.
on base. Yeah, chance to get on base. I like the idea of throwing a bunt down.
Remick playing in on the cut of the turf here. New turf installed at Valley. Here's a shot down the right side. On a line there to make the play, though, the right fielder, Alec McClinton. Good jump on that ball.
They have squared up a couple of fastballs, but McClinton, that's a really nice play. I can tell you, we faced Joel Handrahan when I was at Atumwa. He got drafted in the second round by the Dodgers. And all 9 of our guys thought they could hit off him. He had 8 strikeouts, and then we went to the bunt game. And the next round, everybody bunted. I think we ended up winning 5-4. They took him out. If he got drafted, they took him out about the 4th. But that might be something we see here out of Centennial, too, if Steady keeps. Although that was well hit there.
Powell with a good swing on it back to the top of the order, and Will Nessler, the shortstop, flew out to right field in his first plate opportunity.
He can really run.
Fastball outside corner and a called strike 1-1. I think we're learning home plate umpire is going to give you that outside edge against the right-handed batter. And I think both pitchers, that's part of pitching. Just understanding that part of it too. Every umpire strike zone's different. That one just missed.
He's got, Ness has got 12 stolen bases on the year, so Tigers really want to keep him off base here.
2 outs in the top of the third. Swinging strike 2-2 as Stedman took something off there.
That changeup just is dying out there. Glad I'm not trying to hit it. I have a broken back.
Well, and seeing him do it there in a 2-1 count, not that 2-strike count that we've seen for the majority of the time. Fastball up, and it's full 3-2.
Yep. Big pitch here for him. Get out of this inning. Get back to work.
Nessler looks out. Swinging strike 3. That time it was the slider. And he gets the second strikeout of the inning. 5 strikeouts in the game so far for Ryan Stedman. 3 up, 3 down for the Jags as we go to the home half of the third inning. Valley 1, Centennial nothing. This is Substate Baseball on CISN TV.
Welcome.
We are
the Iowa High School
Athletic Association.
We're proud to bring you this broadcast of Iowa High School
Sports Championships,
featuring Iowa's student athletes, schools, and communities.
We support teamwork, sportsmanship, and education-based activities.
Good luck, and thanks for watching.
High school activities have given me the opportunity to get involved and make new friends.
Compete in sports that I love and meet new people.
Do something I love while building the programs in my community.
Not just be a role model off the court, but also be a role model on the court.
Make connections and meet new people.
They give me a reason to work hard and better myself for the future, set good examples to the younger athletes.
Have a positive impact on my community.
Help us support Iowa high school activities.
Trent Kahn and Brad Rose back with you as we go to the bottom of the third inning. This portion of the broadcast is brought to you by the West Des Moines Girls Softball Club, who helps provide abilities and opportunities for all youth out in the West Des Moines community. Good sportsmanship, teamwork, and physical development, along with safety and emotional welfare of the young women, shall remain paramount. Find out more information, wdmsoftball.org. Get your daughter involved with the upcoming tournament season or rec season starting next spring.
Awesome organization. I coached in that, and Coach Bakey helps, and all the board members and all the volunteers. They've got an indoor hitting facility. It's all under one price. Very, very affordable, and if you need help, they have assistance just like football. It's what our community does for all kids is really nice.
Quinn Root at the plate, taps it foul, 0-2.
He had him there. Rude did a nice job of slowing his bat down. You don't want to do that with less than 2 strikes, but with 2 strikes, you got to try to put it in play.
Rude up there, crowding up the plate on his left side as he's turned out to the right side. Trying to punch one out there. Fastball missing, 1-2 from Brecken Miller.
I think as a sophomore, Brecken might be a top 3 recruit in the state himself.
Yeah.
I think that's how he rates out.
Swinging strike 3 as Rude goes down, and now it is 3 consecutive strikeouts on the mound for Brecken Miller, 4 overall.
But now you can see. I mean, this is what Stedman looked like 2 years ago. Now you can see what Brecken's going to be like in a couple of years, and going through this order.
1-0 Valley as we play in the bottom of the third, scheduled for 7. Winner will move on to Cedar Falls on Wednesday night with a trip to the state tournament on the line. Fastball at the knees, 0-1 to Cam Lind. Cam Lind, the second baseman for the Tigers.
Good defensive player. Left-handed. I wouldn't be surprised to see him push a bunt here. Third's pretty far back. I'd like to see him push one down the line.
10 hits this year for Lind. He's knocked in 11 as a fastball misses up, 2-1.
He's staying right in there.
Take one.
Defensively for Centennial across the infield, Will Morris at third, Nestler at short, Starr at second base, and your first baseman is Alex Corey.
Center field playing pretty shallow.
And a lot of room back there. Well, we talked about the dimensions down right field, and I've seen some outstanding center fielders here at Valley cover a lot of ground. I think of Mason, covered a lot of ground out there, and there's been a bunch of them.
Yeah, 405 to center, the deepest part of center. 335 down the left field line. This is a college-sized park, with the exception of right field. But right field is further than Yankee Stadium, so you got that going for you.
2-2 upstairs. It goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Like I tell my Cubs fans, this is deeper than Wrigley in some spots. So,
and you have Ashworth over there in left field. Ball 4, a base runner. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
Leadoff hitter on all 3 innings for the Tigers. Grevin good with his speed. I would think a bunt for a hit or a sac bunt here is pretty automatic, but I don't know.
1 out as Rude was retired on the strikeout, and Lind with some decent speed over there at first base. Third baseman Morris playing step in even with the bag. Not a big lead at first base for Lind. Grevengood comes up empty on the swing, 0-1.
Grevy was a 4-sport athlete till he finally gave up basketball, but track, football, baseball. Going to play junior college baseball next year. You're right, both his brothers were good baseball players as well. I think he's got to go sac bunt here, I think.
Lind dancing over at first base, and fake going off. This one skied into left field. Drifting over is Powell. He's got a beat on it. Comes out of his glove. Here comes the throw to second. It's a force play there. He will be forced out on the fielder's choice. Just popped out of the glove of Powell, but quickly got to it and got the force at second base.
That's where it's hard lesson for the runner, but you can go more than a quarter of the way, and you keep your hips towards the outfielder, see if he catches it, and then come back. He started back a little early, which 95% of the time they catch it, so I get it. I think we got to see a stolen base here. I think the Tigers have got to get a guy to second without using a bunt, and I know Miller knows that. So this is going to be interesting here.
23 stolen bases this year for Trent Grevengood as he has his lead off at first base and is off with the pitch. Drilled into center field with 2 outs. Grevengood slides, now gets up, and making the play in center field is Hauser for the final out. Is Hookie is retired, and the Siders are retired for the Tigers here in the bottom of the third. 3 complete, 1-0 Valley with the lead over Ankeny Centennial. We go to the top of the 4th inning next. This is Substate Baseball on CISN TV.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back once again to West Des Moines Valley High School as we go to the top of the fourth, a pitcher's duel. Valley, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors for Ankeny Centennial. No runs on 1 hit, 1 error. Top of the fourth, back out to the bump. It is Ryan Stedman. Efficient through the first 3 with 30 pitches. 110 is the max at the high school level. Though you can't go over that, you just have to complete the batter before you get pulled out. But a good efficient start for Stedman.
Yes. Commanding all 3 pitches right now, which makes it really tough to hit, although they've squared up a couple, but he's also mowed down a few. This is what I call the middle innings. This is where you don't want to lose your focus. The defensive guys got to stay sharp. He's set some guys down, but they got to stay sharp and go get a flare.
Trey Hauser leading it off, the number 2 hitter for Ankeny Centennial. Watches strike 1. Hauser on the year with 35 hits this season, tied for the team, second in the team, behind Nestler. Quickly 0-2.
Both teams have struggled to score a lot of runs this year, but well coached, play good defense.
Swinging strike 3, went back to that slider, and Hauser didn't have a chance at that one.
Yeah, he really...
Next up for the
He knew he wasn't going to just throw it down central.
Will Morris.
He kind of caught him. That ball was probably in the other batter's box.
6 strikeouts now on the evening for Ryan Stedman.
I don't think you can just go straight fastball anymore with these kids. They hit so much anymore that you just can't go try to throw it by everybody, you know, even though he's got the velocity to do it.
Fastball up to Morris, 1-0. Will Morris with a ground rule double in his first time up at the plate, out to right center field. Watches strike 1 as the count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike.
He did a nice job. He went inside out and really drove that ball. We're still playing pretty shallow on him. Great pitch there with the changeup.
And that's something where seeing Stedman also not just hoping that changeup's there with 2 strikes. He's been using it at different parts of the order, and that's, again, that growth as a pitcher that you're definitely seeing from him.
High school kids throwing the changeup so accurately. Usually you see every third one or so in the dirt, you know, and he's just not doing that. He's spotting it.
Remember back in the 90s, had a good pitcher from our hometown that went to Iowa Central, Matt Gost, and he was told after his first fall there, do not bother coming back if you don't have a changeup. Different level when you're moving up in the collegiate ranks, and certainly a different level here these days too.
Got to change speeds. Thank you. You got to play catch with it. That's the thing. If you got little kids out there listening, you just got to get mom or dad out in the yard and play catch with it, you know, and just learn to throw it. Instead of pushing it, learn to throw it just like you would your fastball, only with your changeup grip, and you just got to learn to play catch with it. Long toss and all that kind of stuff with the changeup grip, and then it becomes natural instead of something that you're forcing.
2-0 the count to Alex Corey, the first baseman. Hit into a fielder's choice. Back to end the first inning on the number off the end of the bat that ended up having Morris cut down at home as he was caught in the pickle. 2-1. Went back with the... Now, was that a curveball there? That one had a little bit more loop to it.
I think it was.
Yeah.
It actually looked like he dropped down just slightly, too, with his arm. Outside breaking ball.
2-2. Skied into foul territory. Long run over near the Valley dugout and off the net, foul ball.
That was a major league pop-up, as they say.
Corey stays alive.
Good hustle by the catcher and the first baseman getting over there.
A lot of foul ground also here at Valley Baseball Stadium.
Yeah, this is not friendly to hitters. You pop it up, you're out usually. So
Corey able to stay alive, and a big night here at Valley as well as a longtime PA announcer Scott is final event with the Tigers. He's got one more on the resume though tomorrow night as he'll be here for the Substate 1A baseball game. Swinging strike 3.
Scott Splavik, class act. I think he was here all 17 of my years in multiple sports, soccer, football, basketball. He does the Drake games as well. Tremendous man.
We go to the home half of the 4th inning. 1-0 Valley with the lead. Back with more in a moment on CISN TV.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Trent Condon back with you alongside Brad Rose as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Valley a 1-0 lead over Ankeny Centennial in this Substate semifinal. The number 2 seed Tigers and the 3rd seeded Jaguars. Winner will move on to face Cedar Falls on Wednesday night with a trip to state on the line. Tomorrow night, a trip to state on the line for the Valley softball team as they'll welcome in Des Moines Roosevelt in the regional championship. You can catch that game as well here on CISN TV as we work to build up a new entity we're working on here in West Des Moines, and that is Valley Digital. Make sure you go check out Valley Digital on YouTube and hit subscribe as we will be bringing you all varsity athletic events throughout the course of the season. Partnered up as well with CISN TV when they're here, but when they're not, we'll be there with Valley Digital. Again, go to YouTube, Valley Digital, and hit subscribe. Here's a line out to right field with some carry. That one's off the wall. It'll be a chance at extra bases. Digging for second base. Here comes the throw. Not in time. A lead-off double to get it started for Ryan Stedman.
He's been hitting the ball well lately, and that ball had a chance. That ball had a real chance getting out of here. He goes with it. Right fielder did the right thing, but not just trying to see it. Then it got over his head quick.
We'll get a courtesy runner in there for the pitcher, Stedman.
Here we go. They've got a base runner every inning.
Third baseman number 18, Colton Remick.
Now in softball, you probably, with a 1-0 game, you probably bunt here to get the runner to third. Then you had a chance you could suicide or score on a hit. In baseball, I think they'll probably just let him swing it, especially since it's Remick.
Yeah, Remick batting .368. Big pop in that bat as well with 9 home runs this season. This one popped out to the right side, 0-1.
Aggressive swing right there. He was sitting on that and just missed it.
43 pitches on the night now for Brecken Miller, the starter for Ankeny Centennial.
Shortstop makes the signs for the defense, I see.
Second baseman really pushed over deep into that right side as well.
They're going to throw away. I think that's what they're telling us.
Off-speed pitch splits the plate 0-2. Good snap there on the pitch from Miller.
That's what he does a good job of. When he goes away, he commands the outer half, but when he comes in, he throws his fastball. He doesn't throw it down the middle. He comes inside, so he controls both sides of the plate.
0-2 the count now to Colton Remick, the third baseman. Long look in, now the pitch, well outside, 1-2.
I think you got to look away, try to drive a ball that way, move the runner over. And if he throws you inside, just all good hitters like Remick, quick twitch fiber kid, can always turn on it, but you got to look that way, I think, and then turn on it if he does come in. It's a good matchup here, good battle.
Runner at second, pitch missing low and away, now 2-2 to Remick.
Boy, he's quick to the plate when he he explodes to the plate. It's deceptively fast.
We were talking a little bit earlier here too on the turf field. One of the biggest differences you see is on that mound, and some pitchers just don't get real comfortable up there, but both Miller and Stedman appear to be good to go on that turf mound.
I can tell you that the quality of those mounds has changed they don't get as tore up, and you don't slip and slide on them like you used to.
That's funny. I was talking about that earlier with the guys too. Yeah.
You used to be worried about what shoe to wear. You can wear cleats. You can do whatever you want. And they manicure them afterwards.
2-2 to Remick. Curveball drops in, called strike 3. Good pitch out of Brecken Miller. 1 out for the Tigers.
Great pitch. That's
right fielder number 21.
That's a well-respected 4-hole hitter, and he went out and got an out. Miller's doing everything he can to help himself. That's for sure.
5 strikeouts now for Brecken Miller in the ball game as we play in the bottom of the 4th. 1 out, runner at second. And the left-handed swinging Alec McClinton.
Miller's not giving in. He's going to throw his pitch, and he's run the count up 3 balls on several hitters, but he's gotten out of it.
Pitch misses low, 1-0.
When he comes over the top like that, he tends to throw a fastball. He's missing low a little bit, but he's showing all 3 or 4 pitches.
McClinton with a single to begin the 2nd inning. He was caught stealing to end the inning. And a strike, 1-1. No, said didn't go.
Those are breaks right there. Ooh. That could have went either way. It's tough to call that from the second base.
It is.
I think the home plate umpire's got to call that. Not questioning him. I'm just saying.
As a former umpire, I can tell you have no clue.
Yeah.
The field umpire has no shot. There's McClinton with the shot. They're going to send the runner from second.
Yeah,
here comes the throw. No, puts the brakes on. And they will have runners at the corners. Alec McClinton, his 2nd hit of the night. Runners at 1st and 3rd with 1 out.
The fan of me starts talking while you're trying to announce the game. I was like, don't sand him, he's dead meat. And I got to be quiet while I forget. It's been a while since I've been the color man, so I was excited there. But I'm also, this is a tough game for me because I used to be the Ankeny baseball coach. And I know the Millers, I know a lot of these families, and Coach High was my assistant. Great man. So this has always been, I always love when we play them, but obviously I'm a Tiger and rooting for the Tigers.
1st and 3rd with 1 out. They're going to have the 3rd to 1st move. Now this is something, also as a former umpire, why that move is legal. There is no explanation for it because a balk is being deceptive. That, of course, is deceptive. It is legal. I just don't think it should be. Pitch missing low.
Well, only really good players like Sammy Sosa fall for it. So
that's true.
All my Cub fans out there, I'm just kidding. But I'll never forget the time he did. I was like, what just happened? But I'll tell you, as a coach, you worry about that because the guy at first kind of can sometimes think, oh, I'll take an extra lead.
1-0 to Plum. Back to the.
Do you have to fake throw now?
I believe so.
I think you have to fake throw.
Yeah.
So I don't know the rules, but I know it's changed. I used to know all the pitching rules, but I haven't done it for so long.
I'm back on the softball side of things now.
Yeah, 10U. You're a 10U wizard now, aren't you?
We're moving up to 12U as this one's fouled out of play. 1-1.
This is interesting with 1 out. Do you put something on here? Do you
safety squeeze?
Yeah. Do you run a 1st and 3rd, delay steal and try to score the run? It's a courtesy runner, so I assume he's pretty quick down at 3rd base. I didn't catch the name of who that is.
That is Braden Hine.
Oh yeah, Hine. Yeah.
1-2 now to Plum.
You got 1 out already.
They're going through something over there, going through the signals. Now with 2 strikes, 1 out. This is something, if you're going to put something on, feels like it'd be here.
I think it is. Something's on. I'm with you. Not a very big lead, though.
The pitch upstairs popped out of the glove for a moment, but Battershell keeps it in front of him, 2-2.
He stole last time. I know he got thrown out, but it was close.
Now Eden Plum at the plate. I'm sure Coach Hawk and the Valley staff saying, shorten it up, get something out there.
We'll take a bleeder through that right side again. The infield's really playing double play.
Tap foul, just got a piece as Plum stays alive.
I'm not as big a fan of the pinch in the middle as much as these guys do in high school because I feel like, I know the double play is huge, but I don't want to give up this. If I were them, I wouldn't want to give up this run.
Yep.
So a ball hit right to normal short is going to score a run, which
Yeah, even the third baseman playing even with the bag thought they'd be in at the corners. It's fouled back.
Yeah, both these guys are great coaches. Yeah. So that's our job as announcers is to question stuff, right? And so now if you're in a game where you got to score 9 runs to beat them, then you go ahead and give the run up. But this is going to be a 1 or 2 run ball game, obviously.
2-2, cut on and missed, strike 3. A little extra there out of Brecken Miller, his 6th strikeout of the night.
That's exactly what I was thinking. He decided to go get him there. He put a little extra juice. Now old Coach High is coming out to talk about the delay steal play. What are we doing on defense? Are we, type of thing. This is even though you've practiced this 1,000 times, you're out reviewing, okay, if he delay steals or if he goes right away and stops. There's a lot of options here, right?
So, as a coach, and Brad, you've coached a lot of ball, both softball and baseball, these first and third 2-out situations, you see somewhere they just send that runner right away from first and just try to get caught in the pickle, get that run home. Does it depend on the base runner, just situation? Those kind of moments, what do you like to do as a coach?
Well, we're in a situation now where we have 2 pretty experienced runners. We've got a courtesy runner who should be very skilled at third base at running the bases, and you got a kid at first who we've started a couple times running, right? So he knows. So I think what they'll do is they'll green light Anderson. It's Anderson, right? Hitting right now?
Yes, Max Anderson.
Max. They'll green light Max, I would assume, until 2 strikes. And then with 2 strikes, I would consider breaking early, trying to force a balk. So there's 2 schools of thought. Try to force the balk by breaking early, or you steal and then stop and get a run down. And then you go when they throw it back to first base. Both teams have worked on this a lot. There's a lot of options here.
13 RBIs this year for Anderson as he watches strike 1 at the belt.
I think if Valley's going to do something, they're going to do it with 2 strikes, but they could go here with something. Infield's deep.
Defense playing straight up on the outfield as well with 2 outs. As Max Anderson peers out at Miller. Can't catch up to the fastball, 0-2.
I'd lay money down that something's going to happen right now before the pitch. That's what I mean. I'd love to see it because I think it's great baseball. At the same time, if he hits a double here and scores 2.
Clinton over at first base.
Not going.
Runner stay, pitch missing low, 1-2. On the other thing, we've seen Brecken Miller has not looked real comfortable throwing over to first base.
Yeah. He hasn't picked it all. He's fake thrown to third twice, but he has not picked it first with the runner at third, has he?
That's another reason you think maybe some movement here would make some sense.
Get off the base and go early. Force a balk.
Tap foul. Staying alive. Good piece of hitting there for Max Anderson, keeping that barrel bat and flipping it out of play, 1-2.
I'd go early here if I was at first base. I would, as soon as he comes set, I would take off or get an extremely long lead, force him to throw over.
Take 2.
Count remains 1-2. Curveball swinging, strike 3, the 3rd strikeout of the inning. 7 Ks in the ballgame now for Brecken Miller. 4 complete in West Des Moines. Valley 1, Centennial nothing. Stay right there as we continue with more Substate baseball on CISN TV.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Top of the 5th, 1-0 Valley with the lead over Ankeny Centennial. Trent Conn and Brad Rose back with you after the ball game. Stop on out to Bevy's Tavern on 50th Street in West Des Moines. Great eats, great drinks, great place to go after the ball game, during the ball game, or before. Celebrations after tonight's game and tomorrow night's softball game over at Bevy's. Stop on out and you can meet the Booster Club president, Andy Kennan.
Wow, that'd be something. What a big deal that'd be. Great guy. I know they have karaoke and all kinds of music, bingo in there all the time. Good food. I'm sure Andy's up there on stage singing as often as he can.
He's got the voice for it. 0-1 the count as the fastball from Stedman splits the plate against. Is made on the other side, Brecken Miller. Miller 0 for 1, struck out to begin the second inning.
Well, Miller has absolutely gotten himself out of trouble and he's given his team a chance to stay in this game. You know, Valley's had a couple chances to add some runs, and he's pitched his way out of it. Been very impressed with him tonight. You know, he would look a little nervous, like you said, with the runner on base, and he did a great job getting out of it.
Well, we have had strikeouts on both sides, 8 now, make it 9 for Ryan Stedman, 7 on the other side for Brecken Miller. 1 out.
Snook's doing a really good job. Young catcher handling this very talented pitching staff for Valley. You know, I'm really impressed with. I know he's a very intelligent player, but just his staying low, giving the umpire a great view. Of course, I was a catcher, so I'm admiring his work back there. Both kids for both teams have done a really nice job behind the plate.
5 straight strikeouts now for Ryan Stedman. He has struck out 7 of the last 8 batters. As the count goes even 1-1 to Cade Newman. Newman, the right fielder, grounded out to first base. His first time up. There's that off-speed pitch. And you're thinking, mid-90s, got to go early, got to commit early, and then he dropped that change.
I mean, if I'm hitting, I'm trying to pull one down the left field line. Look at that alley. It's a 50-yard alley over there.
1-2, sliced up the right side.
They obviously have the hitting chart a little more. They got the charts out. They know maybe that's not going to happen. I don't know. The only thing that scares me about an off-speed pitch or breaking ball or a changeup is somebody getting out in front of it and hitting one down that line.
And you mentioned how big it is down that left field line, and I've seen guys run for a while out there. I mean, you can, even to the left field, you can get a triple. Seen that before at this ballpark, another one wasted back.
I couldn't, but...
Well, neither of us, no.
I was base-to-base guy.
High school athletes.
Yeah. Staying focused on defense is tough because Steady's rolling right now.
1-2. Tapped up to this short right field, couple of steps back into the grass is Lind. He'll take it, the second baseman, with a nice play for the second out.
It's a high sky tonight, but it's behind us now, so in pretty good shape there.
Just a beautiful night for baseball out here. The game time temperature up approaching 90 degrees. Starting to cool off a little bit as the sun continues to descend.
Great crowd. Both sides are full. Plus we got people sitting around the outside and out on the hill out there as well.
Now, did that bother you as the athletic director, the people that were using the freebie seats out there?
You know, hopefully they're donors. You know what I mean? The visiting team likes to do it, not pay. Everybody likes to get into I don't know why getting into a $5 game is such a big deal. But it is. But we appreciate people supporting our kids one way or the other. You know what I mean? So.
Owen Gasperi at the plate, 2-0. The count to him. One of the few times we've seen Ryan Stedman fall behind in the count.
We're going to have a packed house tomorrow night, I can tell you that. Softball will be full, and then that Lennox versus Coon Rapids you'll be surprised how many people those two schools will bring. Both very good 1A baseball schools.
Well, night to come out to the ballpark, and if you can't make it here to Valley, we'll have the coverage of the softball game on CISN TV and Valley Digital.
I'm excited about this Valley Digital. I appreciate being on tonight. As the AD covering our kids and all those events is just tremendous.
Swinging strike 3, strikeout number 10 for Ryan Stedman. We go to the home half of the 5th inning. Valley clinging to a 1-0 lead over Ankeny Centennial. Quick timeout, back with more in a moment on CISN TV.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. do it.
3, 2, action. Wilson Toyota and Ames is unlike any other car dealership in Iowa. At Wilson Toyota, we give you a financially rewarding, time-saving, and stress-free car buying experience. Earning your confidence with a value-oriented customer experience is what thousands of customers have come to understand as the Wilson experience. She's getting better at this, making me so proud. Wilson Toyota, home of the Wilson experience.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Trent Condon and Brad Rose back with you in West Des Moines Valley High School. And what has been a barn burner, a pitcher's duel. Brecken Miller and Ryan Stedman, 1-0 the score. Valley with the lead. And looking now for a little insurance in the bottom of the 5th inning as there'll be first pitch, a curveball inside, 1-0.
Oh, man.
Quinn Root at the plate.
That's a base hit in Johnston.
Speaking of Johnston, the Dragons, after a slow start this season, they turned it on, and they're playing some really good baseball as they'll await the Substate Championship game coming up on Wednesday evening. Winner of this one will face Cedar Falls on the road on Wednesday night.
They've always had great fundamentals there on their baseball program, so it doesn't surprise me. The little slow start, just keep grinding. Good teams do that. Ooh.
Called strike 3 as Rude is retired. 3 consecutive strikeouts now for Brecken Miller. Now 8 Ks on the night for him. He had 8 strikeouts in the win back on June 11th over the Tigers.
That looked a little wide, but he's been very consistent tonight for both sides. You got to get in there and drive the ball. Got to look away.
Off-speed pitch this time as he starts Lind with the...
That's his command. Yeah, that's his command of both sides of the plate. He really commands the outside third of the plate.
Misses wide with this one, 1-1.
That one slid out there, but he doubled up on that sort of 3/4 breaking ball that he throws to lefties. I always thought you got a better view of it when the guy dropped down a little bit. He comes over the top. It almost always is a fastball. I'm not trying to be a scout here, sorry.
No, I like it.
But you know, if you're the hitter, when he comes way over the top, you almost know it's the fastball.
2-1 the count. That time the bender
just proved me wrong because he just came straight over the top on that one. So that's why it would have been strike 3 on me right there.
All kinds of different arm angles, and Cam Lynn gonna take a little extra time here, step out, reset himself.
That's good. Miller's in a groove. Gotta try to break it up a little bit.
3 straight strikeouts from Miller.
And if you love pitching like I do, and good defense, this is quite a game we got going here. Both these guys jumped on the mound and said, "Here it comes."
Count goes full, 3-2. Slow ground ball to the left side, and that's going to be an infield single for Cam Lynn. Charging in was Will Morris. That is an incredibly difficult play, trying to get it on that short hop.
That's how it's going to go on some of these right now, and you're facing such good pitching. You just got to try to put it in play.
See that tapper and try to come in on that second hop.
I still think a drag bunt's there.
A little pressure on here as we go to the top of the order, and the speedy Trent Grevengood.
I think there's been like 2 ground balls fielded on by either team. You know what I mean? Oh, he almost didn't get back. He slipped there a little bit. See that?
Well, that's another part of the turf that is a little bit different, as you do see more slide, more spinning of the wheels, trying to get back, those kind of things on the artificial turf.
Joe Bauman and
there's a bunt.
There's the bunt.
Wow.
Man. Joe Bauman and both the Bauman coaches, they really groomed this and coach. They all do a great job taking care of the field. I know it's only a year old, but they work pretty hard on that, even those spots over there. Coach Barnes is out here all the time working on stuff. Helps us up at the softball diamond as well.
Count 0-1. Here's a throw over, and that time Really the first time Brecken Miller really threw a charge into that throw over to first.
I've been waiting for that one.
Mm-hmm.
He went too soon. We didn't have our full lead yet.
Count remains 0-1 to Trent Grevengood. Lind with the lead at first base after the infield single. This one driven into left field, a base knock. Trent Grevengood aboard for the third time tonight. Hit by pitch, a fielder's choice, and now a single. 2 on, 1 out for the Tigers.
Did a nice job sitting back on that breaking ball and just not trying to do too much with it. Just drive the base hit. And we're running here now.
Going to get a pinch runner in for Cam Lind.
I didn't think Lynn had that big a lead in the first place, so I was trying to figure out.
Trying to see the number out there.
Sometimes you're picking at first to get the hitter anxious, kind of throw him off a little bit at the plate as well.
Shortstop number 12, Hookie.
Hookie at the plate, 0 for 2 on the evening. A pop out to first and a fly out to center field in his first 2 plate opportunities. There's that off-speed pitch, catches the outside corner, 0-1.
Yeah, they're really pinching the middle infield. You got to really look away and take that 3-hole. First base is up. A lot of room on that right side.
Pitch off the plate, 1-1. Bottom of the 5th, Valley clinging to a 1-0 lead. They plated their only run in the home half of the first inning on a wild pitch that went back to the backstop and maybe handcuffed the catcher there. Looked like he was looking for a different pitch. The only run plated so far for the Tigers, the only run of the ball game. Ground ball left side.
That's what I was talking about.
Diving
right there.
attempt, knocked down, throw to second, not in time. Great play over there at shortstop by Nestler, but he was so deep in the hole, I don't think it mattered. Great jump by Grevengood.
I just think if he plays normal, he gets maybe 1, maybe 2 there.
As we see the replay here on CISN TV.
Nice job keeping it in the infield. I'm not trying to, say anything negative. I think drag bunt or something like that would have been good too, but I think one of the problems with bunting against either one of these guys is Stedman and Miller are both really good defenders too, and they're really good athletes, and so they field their position well too. I think Miller might even be like a shortstop when he's not pitching, I think.
Another conversation on the mound, the second trip out there for Coach Mark Hyde, talking things over with the whole infield, bases loaded, 1 out, and a lot of opportunities now for Coach Hawkins. What buttons are he going to push here? And he got one of your best hitters up there in Ryan Stedman. Don't anticipate they're going to take the bat out of his hands here and try to have him bunt in a run.
No. I think the decision Coach Hyde has to make is, do we stay in double play depth in the middle and play corners in and go home to first? That looks like what they're going to do. They're going to roll the dice and they're not going to come in at the 2 middle infielders. They're going to play slightly in, but still try to roll 2, it looks like to me, up the middle. And then the corners will come home to first if they can. Steady just needs to turn on one here. Oh, we're going wind up.
Here's a drive out to left field.
That's
with
really
some
well
carry
hit.
Underneath it there to make the play. The runner from third will tag and score easily. It's a sacrifice fly for Ryan Stedman, and it's a 2-0 lead for Valley.
Well, I thought that was way deeper than that off the bat. I got caught there a little bit. I think he got it on the end of the bat. Let's see here in the replay. Yeah, he looked in rhythm on that swing. I saw him homer at Northwest against PV, and I thought he got that one there too.
Colton Remick to the plate with 2 outs. Runners at first and second, a 2-0 lead for Valley.
I like the aggressiveness on the first pitch by our 3-hole hitter. Like see Remick drive one in the gap here.
Now an important time for Brecken Miller trying to get out of the jam. Starts up. 2-run deficit, so different than 3. I don't know why it feels that big.
The biggest problem is now, if you're the Tigers, is you don't want to get lackadaisical, just assuming that they can't score 2, because that's the next thing you know, you got 2 on and a bloop hit or something. So you got to stay focused.
I want to know the count.
2 more
Remick.
would be really nice here.
Fastball outside corner called strike, 1-1.
Colton's just the guy to do it.
Up to 80 pitches now for Brecken Miller.
One thing about this young man here, he's a true hitter, because striking out last time doesn't bother him. He's going to step right in there and take a hack again. Got to learn to flush it at this level.
Fastball missing low, 2-1. As the sirens blare, that's got to throw your concentration off just a little bit on the mound.
A little different. I remember.
Got the fire department right up the street.
Miller's nonverbals, he really wanted that last pitch. It must have been pretty close. I can't see height from here.
2-1 the count. As curveball gets away.
Great jump by Grevengood. Really well done. Wow.
You know, he is such a smart baseball player. You watch the way that he commands center field. A play like that, even the jump that he got on the ground ball to short to get to second base, just such a heady baseball player.
I was watching his leads. He was getting off and then getting back. And he read down angle on that before it was blocked. He was already on his way. Smart.
3-1 the count now. 2 runners in scoring position.
They got to put him on here, don't they?
And they will. And a dangerous pitch there.
What I was going to say with Stedman up is they went wind up, you know, and that gives the second guy at second and first a little better jump. So if that ball's in the gap, you got a chance of scoring. You know, now with 2 outs, it's okay to go wind up, but I never would go wind up with 1 out.
Here's Alec McClinton. He's got 2 hits already tonight. 2 singles to his credit. Single would be big here for the Tigers. Starts with the slider, drops in 0-1.
Man, that's a good first pitch. He does a great job of that.
Brecken Miller trying to work out of trouble. 2-0 Valley leads in the bottom of the 5th. This one gets away. And that'll allow Grevengood to score easily. Both runners also advance up, make it 3-0 Valley.
Unfortunately, as a young kid, he tried to overthrow both fastballs that have gone for pass balls. I think he's just overthrown a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, you can definitely see it on that one.
Such a good. Well, this is a pretty big spot right here. They're really playing him to pull.
This one out of play up the left side. Bit tardy on it. 1-2.
A lot of room up the middle.
A base hit completely changes the complexion of this one.
He's done a great job of staying alive.
Remick at second. Hookie at third, and a pitch outside, 2-2. 2 plated by the Tigers here in the bottom of the 3rd on 3 hits. This one out to the gap in left center field. Going to be a long run out there. Diving, can't get there. 2 runs will score. Here comes the throw to second. Pops away. It's in 2 RBI knock for Alec McClinton. What a night he is having. Now 3 hits and 2 RBIs for the right fielder.
He's living right because he hit that off the end of the bat. The left fielder took a step back to start with and then couldn't get there. I think center field could have called him off there. Maybe should have, but easy to say sitting up here. And great hustle getting to second base.
Left fielder number 20.
2 runs plated on the play. 5-0 Valley extends the lead in the bottom of the 5th. A 4 spot put up by the Tigers. Ryan Stedman now trying to get loose as this one's down the left field line with some carry.
That's going to go. That's over his head, isn't it?
And making the play in
what a great
field.
Catch.
Nolan Powell chases it down. A long run. We talked about how much the room there is out there in the outfield, and Powell said, watch this, Brad Rose, I'll track it down.
He had to be winded from diving for the last play coming in. Then he turns around and chases that. I thought that was off the wall.
Plum is retired on the flyout, but not before Valley puts a 4 spot up. They take a 5-0 lead into the 6th when we come back on CISN TV. Looking for your next favorite neighborhood hangout? Head to Bevy's Tavern. Whether it's lunch with friends, dinner with the family, or the perfect place to catch the big game, Bevy's has you covered with great food, cold drinks, and a welcoming atmosphere you'll love. Proudly locally owned, Bevy's Tavern is where the community comes together. And after the game tonight, keep the celebration going by stopping out for a Valley sports celebration at Bevy's Tavern. Great food, great people, and the perfect place to celebrate another Tigers victory. Welcome back as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Valley, 4 runs put up in the bottom of the 5th, and now a 5-0 lead over Ankeny Centennial. Well, if you're Centennial, obviously you're trying to find a way to get on base. You talked about maybe this is the time you got number 8, number 9 to start things off. maybe a couple of bunt opportunities here to try to ignite the offense?
You got to put your feet on the white line, and you got to take a strike, and you got to wear it if he throws you inside. And I know people don't like to hear that, but that's. I don't think you're gonna get 6 straight hits off of Stedman right now. Of course, this is the 6th toughest outs in baseball. I've always said that. Of course, I didn't invent that; someone else did. But I'm just saying, you got to get up there. That'd be my plan.
There's a fastball at the knees. 0-1 to Eli Starr. Didn't appear happy with that one.
Wasn't happy with that call. He's trying to take a strike, be a good leadoff.
Fastball well away, 1-1.
Man, that ball's jumping, I think, didn't it? He's almost getting to his groove. He's 60 pitches in. This is where you really start throwing hard.
Ground ball back up the middle. A base hit past the diving Cam Lind. Leadoff single for the Jaguars as Starr is aboard.
That was a nice piece of hitting. He saw the fastball, called strike, and then he took a couple, and then he's got it again and drove it. Just goes with it. Doesn't try to do too much. You know what I mean?
Quick through the barrel side, kept his hands inside. Love that part of it.
Yeah, he's got a lot of baseball under his belt. He just quick hands. Don't do too much.
Here's Nolan Powell, who made the long run to make the final out of the inning. Last half inning, fastball up.
This is what I was talking about when they got the second run. Now you got 5 total. As you start to relax, thinking, our guy on the mound, and you need to go get outs. You need 6 outs. Don't care how you get them. Take it out when you get it.
Ground ball to the right side.
Take one here.
Lind will make the throw to first base in time. Counting outs.
Good play.
Get one of them there.
I was worried about that second hop, weren't you? A little bit. I thought I was going to handcuff him here, and then he did a great job of just wearing it off his belly and knowing that his guy on the mound, you just got to check the outs off the box. You got 5 to go.
Top of the order now for Ankeny Centennial. Here's Will Nestler. Nestler 0 for 2, a fly out to right field and a strikeout. One of 10 strikeouts tonight for Ryan Stedman.
On a base hit here, I don't even think I throw home, but
yeah,
I mean,
keep that double play in order, keep the force.
Yeah, unless it's just a line shot to you. And with this turf, you do get a nice hop, going home with it. Long hop, or no hop. You don't want to throw a short hop on this stuff.
0-1 the count. Can't catch up to the fastball, 0-2. Working in the groove.
Something got crossed up there because he's going to.
Going out talking things over, the catcher, Drew Snook.
We don't give signs. We have the pitch comms now in softball. We just punch in the number and it tells them, curveball away or rise ball in or whatever.
Coach Mary was showing me that the other day.
Yeah, it's pretty
slick.
You don't have to worry about getting picked out at second base. Guy telling them, you can tell location still maybe out there.
0-2.
That's a game within a game. I don't mind players doing that.
When it goes further than that, though?
Yeah, I'm not too big a fan of that. But
Houston Astros scandal?
Yeah. Cardinals were, unfortunately, sort of involved in that a little bit.
Banging on trash cans?
Yeah, they hired the guy.
0-2 the count. Swinging strike 3. Went with the changeup again. The 11th strikeout of the night for Ryan Stedman. 2 outs for the Jaguars. Here's Trey Hauser.
So he wants to talk to his catcher, but they're saying he can't take 2 trips.
Yep. Now going to come over and talk things over with the field umpire.
I think what they're doing there is the runner at second, maybe they do give signs, so I think he was trying to change up the signs.
Center fielder number 10, Trey Hauser.
Information, like any other sport, information's important. Game within the game. Now you got to go get a ground ball here.
Hauser 0 for 2. Can't catch up to the fastball, 0-1. 68 pitches on the night for Ryan Stedman as we play in the top of the 6th inning, a 5-0 lead for Valley. Whew. Just missed. That was some gas there.
Yeah, that's been close. I wonder if there's I think, what did you say, then 40 pitches to be able to throw Wednesday? So that's well past that.
Swinging strike 2.
been interesting to see if we'd have put 5 up in the first 3 innings, what they would have done. I'm assuming.
And I've seen teams do that here in the Substate semifinal round before. I think the 2 times I've seen them try to do it, it hasn't worked out well in the bullpen, couldn't hold the lead.
And some guys like Steady,
they're not coming back.
I'm sure he could, but it hasn't been his routine all year. So I think you have a routine where you run tomorrow and do all your bands and stuff. And kids are so more trained for that. You know, my kid only threw about 84, so he could throw every day.
Tap foul.
You know, it still does. But
if I could throw 54 and I could throw every day.
Yeah, exactly. I throw underhand now. I go every day.
That's right.
But I mean, you know, just it's interesting. You have the guys that are can do that. You know, they're more maybe position players who also can throw an inning.
1-2 the count.
Well, he could have stole right there. He had it.
Swinging strike 3, another K. As Ryan Stedman continues to mow them down. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Valley leads 5-0 over Ankeny Centennial. Back with more on CISN TV.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
We go to the bottom of the 6th. Valley looking for more. A 5-0 lead over Ankeny Centennial in the Substate semifinal. The winner will play Wednesday night in Cedar Falls against the Tigers. This portion of Valley Tiger Baseball is brought to you by the Valley Tiger Booster Club, providing funding for uniforms, equipment, supplies, and other essentials that help Valley student athletes and activities thrive. This year, the goal is to contribute more than $70,000 back to Valley programs. Every membership, concession purchase, and piece of Tiger merchandise makes a difference. Parents, alumni, businesses, and Valley fans, join the team behind the teams. Become a member of the Valley Tiger Booster Club and help keep the tradition of Tiger excellence going strong.
That's awesome organization. They've helped my 17 years as AD and 18th now coaching. They've just tremendous support. One thing we need more of is just volunteers helping run the concession stands. It's about 200 and some thousand by the time you throw all the food out, and then you take away the expenses, and you come away with $70 grand that you can give to the programs. But you got to have. I know my wife spent a tremendous amount of time. A lot of other people have too, just volunteering in that booth. It's interesting they've sent Miller back out. I respect that. I also good chance to maybe run somebody else out for a little tournament experience.
Anderson tries to hold up his swing and does for the second time. 3-2.
I saw Dane Gosling down there. It's you think about Valley's season. He's a first-team All-State lefty from last year. He hurts his arm, and he's doing better now health-wise, but he can't play yet pitch-wise. You got him. You got Steady. You got Remick, who's going to Nebraska. All three, the two righties are both over 90, as well as Grevengood is over 90, throwing velocity-wise. And then you got a lefty that no-hit Johnson last year. 4 pretty good, not to mention all the other. We got tons of kids. So the pitching's there. The Tigers are just going to, of course, try to close this game out, but also figure out a way to score some runs.
Ground ball right back up the middle from Quinn Rude as Rude gets his first hit of the night. Good looking swing there and a sharp single.
He stayed back on it, just drove it up the middle. Always makes your night. You're 0 for 2 and you go up there and get you a base knock. Now you're hitting 333 and you feel better.
Get a runner in for Rude as number 14, that is Braden Hine, will come in as the pinch runner. Different than the courtesy runner we talked about earlier. The re-entry still allowed at the high school level.
Number 7.
Love the re-entry rule, giving more opportunities for kids to get out there.
Yeah, it's a good rule. It allows you to play more kids. It allows that maybe backup second baseman to be a contributor, you know.
Throw over, trying to...
Or backup outfielder, you know, you can get your 11 best athletes, 12 best athletes on the field, 2 courtesy runners and a DH.
Braden Hine, he is not shy out there, is he?
No.
He's dancing around, taking big leads, had a good secondary lead there as the pitch misses 1-0 to Cam Lind.
I still am an advocate for a push bunt here and move the runner over and maybe try to add a run.
5-0 lead for the Tigers in the bottom of the 6th. Runners off with the pitch, tapped over to the right side.
Moves them over.
There to make the play, the first baseman, Alex Corey, by himself. The runner advances.
So Miller's only at 73 pitches. It's not like he's overthrown.
2 outs now for the Tigers. Back to the top of the order, and Trent Grevengood.
Do you know, does that rule go by age? Since he's a sophomore, does he get 110?
Sophomores through seniors are allowed 110.
Oh, thank you. You're such a dictionary of information.
Well, some days better than others.
Well, I know you're a varsity player, but I know that freshmen, I think there was a school I saw that accidentally threw a freshman like 91. He's only supposed to go 90 or 80, you know, whatever it was.
Yeah, that
so
is.
They had to forfeit. That's unfortunate because I don't think they was anything intentional to try to hurt anybody. I do like that they're putting some limits on it. But
spin and a throw to second. Second baseman was starting to move the other way.
I think that's a catcher dropping his glove. It's a timing play.
Second baseman over there, Eli Starr. Miller's at 100 pitches now. Stedman's at 73. Curveball drops in, 1-1. Grevengood tried to turn into that one a little bit.
I thought it was going to nick him. But
Good sharp break, though, from Brecken Miller. This one up the right side, now to play, 1-2.
Very good cut, that.
Grevengood's been on all 3 times he's been at the plate, was hit by a pitch, scored a run in the first, reached on a fielder's choice in the third, and then a single and scored a run in the 5th.
Just a really nice young man. Just really, really good kid. All the coaches will tell you that. Just always get his best effort.
Punched up as he stays alive at 1-2 with a runner at second and 2 outs.
He and I were bag toss champions a couple days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, over at my house.
Gonna guess he carried you?
Yes, it's agony waiting for a 7 o'clock game, I can tell you that right now.
Curveball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Last chance for the Jaguars when we come back. Valley 5, Ankeny Centennial 0. Back with the 7th inning on CISN TV. Championship programs don't happen by accident. They're built with the support of an entire community. And the Valley Tiger Booster Club provides funding for uniforms, equipment, supplies, and other essentials that help Valley student athletes and activities thrive. This year, the goal is to contribute more than $70,000 back to Valley programs. Every membership, concession purchase, and piece of Tiger merchandise makes a difference. Parents, alumni, businesses, and Valley fans, join the team. Trent Condon, Brad Rose back with you as we go to the top of the 7th. Last chance for Ankeny Centennial, trailing 5-0. I want to say thanks once again to our presenting sponsors here for this evening and also for tomorrow night's softball matchup, as we'll have the call for you as well on CISN TV with the Valley Tigers playing host to Des Moines Roosevelt. Bevy's Tavern on 50th Street, the Valley Tiger Booster Club, West Des Moines Softball Club, and Tiger Junior Football. Want to remind you, registration for the 2026 season is now open but closes July 25th for Tiger Junior Football. Families, go online to tigerjuniorfootball.com to get your youngsters signed up for grades 3 through 7. Tiger Junior Football, community youth football program serving West Des Moines students in grades 3 through 7.
I think one thing that when you see these beautiful facilities that our school board and our community has supported, you start to think we don't need things, and we do need help. We need help raising money. We need help for those youth programs. So if you're so inclined, don't be afraid to donate to any one of our youth programs and help kids stay out and participate and volunteer. And we got great kids, great community, great school here in West Des Moines.
Ankeny Centennial to be hitters 3, 4, 5 due up. Will Morris, Alex Corey, and Brecken Miller. Middle of the order for Centennial, trying to figure out Ryan Stedman. This one popped to the right side.
That's out.
And out of play. Talk about a lot of foul ground, but not quite that much.
Now it's really a beautiful night. That sun's gone down a little bit. And, it's just nice out here.
1-1 the count now to Will Morris. Morris had a ground rule double back in the first. One of only 2 hits for the Jags tonight. Cut on and missed 1 and 2. Just a little bit of everything from Stedman tonight.
Yeah, Morris really drove that fastball in the first inning to right center. And then he just crossed him over with an inside changeup. Oh.
And that one hit off the glove. I thought for a moment maybe it hit the helmet of Morris.
I thought it went behind him for a second there. What?
Popped out of the glove of Drew Snook. Count goes even, 2 balls and 2 strikes as Will Morris going to take a little extra time.
Kind of guiding that one a little bit. I think I'd like to see him go back to the fastball here. See what he can do in the outside corner.
2-2.
Oh, went changeup.
And got another strikeout. 13th K of the night for Ryan Stedman as Morris goes down.
That is such a good pitch when you really know how to throw it.
Except for the Jaguars.
He does.
First baseman number 1, Alex Corey.
So we have seen multiple strikeouts in every inning outside of the first and now here in the 7th for Stedman. 13 Ks on the evening, just 2 hits allowed.
You got a kid like him on the hill and you're a teammate, you just go out and you just dive for balls and make every play you can because he's going to get you over 10 outs himself. 13, as you said so far.
ERA under 1 coming in and has cut that one. Another tapper foul, 0-2 to Alex Corey. Corey hit into the fielder's choice back in the first inning, and talk about a changing complexion type of play.
Yeah.
If Valley wasn't able to make that play and getting the runner Morris in the rundown between third and home. Whew. Fastball just missed away.
Boy, Snook worked hard to try to get that pitch, but it definitely was outside, but he really made it look like a strike.
Snapped that glove in quickly, didn't get the call though, 1-2. There's a changeup again, the 14th strikeout of the night for Ryan Stedman. 2 outs now in the 7th.
14 of 20 outs have been by the way of the K.
And now has multiple strikeouts in every inning outside of the first.
And to be honest with you, we need him on the hill tonight. You know, this Centennial team has been a formidable opponent with Miller on the hill.
Centennial won the game earlier this season back on June 11th, 10-1. Miller had 8 strikeouts and didn't give up a run in that one.
And that 4-run inning, Valley just kind of manufactured it. You know, they did a good job of taking what they were given, you know.
Strike at the knees, and now 0-2 to Brecken Miller.
Cap off a night here, maybe.
Pop back and out of play. We'll try it again, 0-2.
Brecken's brother is a running back up at Iowa State. He's got an older brother, too.
Easton Miller up there with the Cyclones, a great Jaguar player. Fastball up way.
Dad was from Cherokee, helped coach these youth kids that a couple different Valley Tigers played for, as well as some of these Centennial kids. Mom's an old Ankeny Hawk. She played a lot of softball at Ankeny.
The 1-2. Fouled back out of play again. Good at bat here by Miller, staying alive.
I shouldn't say old. She'll hear that and she'll be upset with me. So.
That is Brad Rose that said that. Tigers a strike away from a trip to Cedar Falls in the Substate Championship game.
All Tiger matchup.
The 1-2. Swinging strike 3, the 15th strikeout of the night, and the Valley Tigers advance a 5-0 win over the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars. No runs, 2 hits allowed, and 15 strikeouts for Ryan Stedman in the victory. What a performance.
Wow, I just, if you got a chance to watch it, you got a great view here from behind home plate. And, boy, remember that name because the Hawkeyes are getting a good one.
No doubt.
Hopefully the Tigers can really come together and get something going Wednesday night up at Cedar Falls.
Make the road trip up to Cedar Falls on Wednesday evening. Tomorrow evening, we got more coverage coming your way, and there'll be the regional championship game on the softball side as Des Moines Roosevelt makes the short trip over to take on the Valley Tigers on the softball field. Brad Rose, you'll be on the field for that one. A tough matchup in a game that was a close one when those two teams played earlier this season.
Yeah, they beat us 2-1 in our own tournament out at North Des Moines Fields the second week of the year. They got a lot of experienced girls on that team, 2 good pitchers. It'll be a great matchup. I'm confident that we'll come ready to play tomorrow. We've had a great week of practice. It'll be a great matchup. Whoever makes the plays is going to move on. That's all it comes down to. And Roosevelt, don't sleep on them. They've won 27 games. They beat Dowling the other night 7-1. They shut out Ames 8-0. They beat Waukee. And I fully expect Dowling and Waukee to make the state tournament. So they've got this. It's going to be a great matchup. I'm happy with the way our girls look right now. So if you're looking for a lot, there'll be a 1A baseball game here as well. So you'll get in and be able to see both games tomorrow night.
Great one here over at the Duncan Sports Complex here in West Des Moines. Tomorrow night, we'll have the coverage for the softball game again on CISN TV. Before we get out of here, I want to say thank you once again to our presenting sponsors of our baseball coverage this evening and softball coverage tomorrow night, including Bevy's Tavern on 50th Street. Post-game, stop by Bevy's and make that your one stop out in West Des Moines. The Valley Booster Club as well. Thank you to them for their support of our coverage here this evening. The West Des Moines Softball Club, WDMsoftball.org for more information to get your daughter involved in softball. And the Tiger Junior Football Program. Again, registration for the 2026 season is open, but does close on July 25th. Go to tigerjuniorfootball.com to get your youngster signed up. 5-0 our final score here. Before we depart, let's hand out our Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat Player of the Game. Boy, I almost want to give Co because Alex McClinton, what he did.
Yeah, he did.
3 for 3, couple of RBIs, really blew the game open, but it's hard to say no to Ryan Stedman.
Well, obviously Steady's got it, but I think he would be fine with a co-winner because you got to score. You got to score to win, and they did. But yeah, 15 strikeouts, wow.
Great performance, and the Valley Tigers move on as they will take on Cedar Falls on Wednesday night. Final score for the final time here tonight, 5-0 Valley, a winner over Ankeny Centennial. Thanks for being with us. For Brad Rose, I'm Trent Kahn, and thanks to our great crew as well with CISN TV. We'll talk to you tomorrow night from the softball field with the regional championship game. Thanks for being with us here this evening.
Roll Tigers.